Take it easy off of this one. And we're gonna send it here. There we go, nice smooth landing on that one.
I went straight to where all the action's gonna happen today. Check this out, RC drivers. We are gonna run the new Traxxas slash 4x4. This has a VX3 brushless system in it, and they made a bunch of other changes that you need to see. This is definitely gonna be one wild drive if you're looking to get into a 4x4 short course truck. Let's get this thing out of the box. There's the new VX3 system, Metal Gears servo, GTR shocks on here, new radio, and it's got Traxxas stability management. But look at the bodies, guys, 4 different colors, and it's a new body style. Man, this is gonna be awesome. All right, here we go. I've already took a sneak peek of this. Here is the radio system, TQI Sport. So this is new for them. Obviously, it's a lot smaller than the previous radio system. This is gonna work well for both kids and adults. So it's got this hand grip on the back here that can be removed. The trigger is a bit closer to the handle for the younger drivers. Still has a foam steering wheel and a very basic trim setup here. So it's just got your steering trim. There's your bind button. There's your on-off switch. And it's actually kind of comfortable, but the plasticky grip, I just can't get away from that. If this was a rubber grip here, this would be a perfect small radio system. Let's get the truck out of the box next. Ta-da, there it is. Look at that body. That's absolutely sick, but I gotta show you what else comes in the box. Basic tool set. You get some decals. There's a startup guide, and there is a caution sheet. There's a new body, RC drivers. That looks pretty sick. I got the box art body, which is really cool. I didn't have a choice, but I love the red and blue streaks on this. They've got the Traxxas logo in gray here in black. Really cool look to it. Kind of wild, kind of vibrant, but not too over the top. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Check this out. It's got roof skids on it, and it goes all the way to the back number plate area. That's awesome. As you can see, it's one of their clipless bodies, so there are the plates in the back for it, and the plates up front, they have little scoops in it. Really cool, but I love the sleekness of the front end on this. It's got to get the body really low in the front, so when you're doing speed runs, it'll get the air up over the top. Looks like the fenders are nice and tall to allow that tire to tuck up into it. Check out the tuck action there. That's awesome. And then the rear, love the suspension travel on this. So, oh man, these shocks feel so good. Wait till we go over those. It's got the standard slash 4x4 rear bumper, but check it out. New bumper in the front, just tubular bar style. They got rid of the holes in the front, just a nice simple skid. Looks like a strong bumper as well. Now let's get the body off so we can check out what's underneath. Just 4 clips, 1 in each fender well. Ready for this? There it is. I actually threw a battery in there already because I can't wait to drive this thing. So we've got Kumo tires on all 4 corners. These feel like more of a medium compound for them, but definitely like the tread style. That looks really cool. And then let's just go right into the suspension. You got to check out these GTR shocks. So it's much like their aluminum. These are a composite version and multiple colors to the shock setup. So you got a black cap, dark gray body, gray for the spring collars and the perches down below, which are captured, but this feels buttery smooth. The extra volume in there just makes the shock feel so much better. And then down below, we got their HD arms in gray, and outside, they got the black HD caster blocks and the steering knuckles. So those are the heavy duty ones, and you can see it's got fixed links up above, the heavy duty shock tower as well. So that suspension setup built up, and then same in the rear. You got the GTR shocks and the HD arms and the HD hubs on the outside. So that is set up ready for abuse. As you can see, this one has the low CG chassis on it. Nice low slung, so it's got to get that weight down low. It's got to handle well. They've got the receiver box, which is molded into the chassis, and sealed cover on top. You can see down below here, there's your brace front end with the steering cranks right up above it. Still has a twin crank steering setup, although I see it's got a black spring now, so I wonder if that's a little bit firmer than the silver spring that they've always had on the belt cranks. Kind of interesting there. Flip this thing back over. Still has the same battery strap style setup. It's gray now instead of black. That's pretty cool. The gear cover is also gray now, so I like the mix and match of different grays and blacks. Very cool look to the platform overall. Now let's get into the driveline. Still has the Revo spec differentials in there, front and rear. And get this, guys, they gave us the center differential with this truck, which is very cool. That's going to help out with distributing the power, get this truck to handle really well, take off, accelerate. And look at this in the center. So they gave us a composite center drive shaft. It's blue, which looks kind of cool, but what they did here is they braced it up in the center with a ball bearing support. So that's kind of new to the chassis as well. Metal gear for the spur gear, pinion gear. It has a 5mm bore, more on that in just a minute. It's got the fixed pinion plate here that just locks everything in so that motor plate doesn't slide around, aluminum motor plate on that. And then on all four corners, we've got their HD drive shafts. These are really heavy duty looking. The cross pins are massive in this. They even have little washers to help keep the pins in place. And then it's got 12mm hexes. Those are metal as well. And finally, guys, we need to talk about the electronics. So buried in here somewhere is the 2057 Metal Gear waterproof high torque servo. Right behind it, inside this box, is a TQI receiver. And then we've got the VX3 brushless system. This is their new setup, can handle 2 to 3S. As you can see, it's got a fan on top, which a lot of people wanted from Traxxas. And right next to it is the V3200 brushless motor. Got an internal fan to help with cooling, and it's got this external fan now. So they bumped up their cooling on their cars. Absolutely awesome. I'm gonna go and run a 3S LiPo pack in here because a 4x4 on 3S, that's just the way to go in my opinion. It's got the ID plugs on it, so you're gonna need an ID plug battery pack and charger. I'll have links for that in the video description below. That battery is charged. Let's go fire this thing up and run it.
Here we go, guys. A big A-scale track at RC Madness. And it's a little rough after this past weekend's race, so let's take it easy. Pull big air off of that. These tires are gripping pretty well, guys. And this track is rough. I mean, there's jumps on the straightaway because it's so rutted up. It's my first lap around the track. And this part right here looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Some loose dirt. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Flying dirt with a slash 4x4. Can't go wrong. Suspension working extra on this one. See that front end just popping up. No rails in the back. I can't see where I'm going. All right, through that loose stuff again. That loose stuff is where it's at. See how rough it is over here. The suspension is working well though. Those GTR shocks, bonus on anything. I'm gonna go a little wide here so we get full rip. There we go. Oh, spin around at the end. Take it easy off of this one. And we're gonna send it here. There we go, nice smooth landing on that one. I'm getting it dialed down, guys. Again, this is my first few laps, so I'm getting a feel for this new truck. I like the linear throttle feel. It's nice and smooth. Now, one thing that keeps happening with this one, guys, is the body keeps going over the front bumper. It's a problem we got with some Traxxas trucks, like the Mini Slash, it kept going over the front bumper. Whoa, you can see how much it affects it. Air got right under that thing. I'll have to ask Tyler to fix it on my way around next. Got to throttle it real easy through this stuff. There's so many ruts. All right, guys, we got some laps in. I think I need to take it out back to the basher area, and we need to get some air with this truck. All right, we're in their basher lot now. Bet a lot of people are gonna be bashing this truck. It's got some rip, guys. New system feels really good. Oh, try to pull out. Big hit to the front end. All those new parts, I'm not even worried about it. All that HD stuff. I gotta hit a smooth jump. Let's go. There we go. landed it. I gotta go for the big stuff. Backside of this. Now for the big one. It flew sideways. That was awesome. Still landed it flat. Big puddle at the end. I don't want to hit that. I want to clean this truck. Here we go. Another big sand for you guys. Nose down. So it needs a little bit more punch. Maybe another tooth on that pinion gear. Here we go. Another big sand. Keeping the throttle some more. Nice. Flat. Figured out how to jump it. Guys, for a short course truck, this thing is flying really nice. I mean, usually we get a ton of air under these things. It just goes right over backwards, but this is controllable. Big send in reverse. All right, now taking it easy on this thing. Everything seems to be holding up, guys. Wow, I think I just beat it up pretty good. What do you think? Here we go, RC drivers, speed run time. We're gonna see how fast it goes. It's supposed to hit 50 miles an hour. Certainly sounds like it's got some speed to it. Road's clear. We're gonna get into it. I mean, I was on the throttle instantly. Super stable, nice and quiet. I think we had enough room there. 3S pack in it. And let's see what we got. 53, that's awesome. Very cool from Traxxas. They nailed the speed.
Okay, drivers, before we wrap things up, there's a couple other things I wanted to touch on that I didn't mention before, and that is with the electronics, starting off with the radio system. It is programmable as well. TSM, you could adjust your channel functions, including servo reversing, and you could also set endpoints through the radio system, so it's a bit more than what it appears to be. And then with the speed controller, it also has their different modes. So you've got sport, training mode, and race mode in that. This truck was an awesome truck to drive, guys. That track was really beat up. I'm not sure if you could see it on the camera as much, but it was really rutted up and this truck handled it really well. I was impressed with how well this thing jumps. It does need, I think, just a little bit more punch to pull it out of nosedives, but at least it wasn't soaring backwards off of all the jumps like a short course tends to do when it catches just a little bit of air underneath it. Truck has plenty of steering. Love the throttle response on this, and it seems solid. I had some really hard crashes with this thing where I thought it would at least, bend something on the bumper or crack the body, and I've got nothing to report as far as that goes. The only issue I have to report with this truck is really debris. I got a rock in between the motor and the composite center drive shaft, and it just ate away at that thing. So that's kind of a downside. At least with an aluminum shaft, it would have scored it up a bunch, but with this one, I'm gonna have to replace it, and that's just by chance. Who knows if a rock is gonna get caught in there like mine did. It was like actually a wedge shape. And then I think a rock also took out one of the blades in the ESC fan. But speaking of the fan and the motor, those were not overly hot. I didn't have a temp gun on me, but I just held my finger on that motor after a full 3S run, and it was just warm. So I think they've got this thing cooled down. Same with the speed controller. awesome truck, guys. It is a tough machine. It's hitting the advertised speed, in fact, surpassing it. I think Traxxas made a killer update in this 2026 version of the Slash 4x4. And if you gotta have one, I'll have a link in the video description below. And definitely hit up and support your local hobby shops. If you need help finding one, I'll have a link in the video description for that too.